Chào Phương,
Chị Hiền vào sớm.
nói chuyện tâm vốn nên bảo
Em đang nghĩ em vừa về em phải chạy luôn vào vì như mọi người anh David hay vào sớm. Em xem đi. Ờ, live show.
Today you're early. I also early.
hello David.
Hello. Wow, we come early. I thought I'm the earliest. Normal. I normally come early. Oh, today the Madam President is more early. Yeah. Today she is more early. Our cuti. Yeah.
Sound, music sound.
Yes,
I call the people to enter. Call others to enter. Room open. Let's room open. Let's go. Room open. Let's.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Music not clear. Louder. Oh, and cool. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to rename yourselves. If you are Toastmaster member, your title for tonight name is TM. So for example, you're having a role, you put timer, evaluator, table topic master, TTM, or there's a short form, then your name, then KB Club's name, ACI. If normally ACI, you can put or you don't need to put. If you are from other club, please put your name. Please add your name next. Please add your club's name next to your name. And also, if you are a guest, please put guest before your name. Members from other clubs, members from other clubs, please remember to put your title. If you are taking a role, please put, for example, speaker or evaluator. Any role players, remember to put your role first, then your name. If you're for another club, please put your club's name. If you're ACI, you want to put is okay. If you're a guest, please put guest in front of your name. And we welcome you to ACI Toastmasters Club Online. Wow, tonight is awesome. That's the last meeting of the team. Am I the only one speaking to the wall or what? Timer, don't forget to put your name. Timer, what name? We want to know who you are.
Thanks for engaging early. Appreciate
Hello,
it.
Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲.
So
You will be evaluated.
what number? Evaluate 1, 2, 3?
1. You are 1. Evaluator 1. You'll be evaluating a test speaker, a distinguished Toastmaster from Malaysia, my friend.
I appreciate it.
This is an honor for you.
Hey, absolutely. Do I have the speech title and project ID, please?
He's not doing a project. He's a test speaker. He wants to give his test speech. His test speech. His speech title is. Let me check. His speech title. His speech title is Big or Small.
Big boss?
Big or small? Yeah, big boss. Big.
Yes. And how I do
or small?
Big boss more. Okay, big or small. How do I pronounce his name?
DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Ravin.
Ravin.
Or Ravindran. Or Ravin. You can call him Ravin.
Test. Can you all hear me, please?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very clear.
Good evening. Thank you.
Yeah, Ravin.
Good evening, Brother David. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. As usual, the black background. This sir, Ravin. The virtual background.
I hope it's okay with you all.
Yeah, the black background, the special, the enigma of the stage. Maybe the background of the stage is black. Oh, it's not very dark.
I feel kind of nervous, like
I'm not Hong
no, I should change the name. Hương Ly is the Toastmaster of the day.
That's why I say, are you the Toastmaster today?
Yeah. I'm just feel nervous because of the opening speech.
Yeah. Nervous
Let me change my name.
No worry, that is your final. It's the final countdown. I don't know where I entered ACI Toastmasters Club. I became different from other club meetings. Don't know why. I don't know why.
So, Mr. Ravin, what is the purpose of your speech?
Okay, you can use it either storytelling or you can use it persuasive speech. But basically, I'm delivering a test speech, which I delivered at District 51's annual conference evaluation contest about a month ago. So it's an open evaluation. You can look at it any way you want.
Persuasion is better.
Yeah, just imagine that you are the one of the evaluation contestants. Obviously, you don't have a script. So you evaluate on the basis that you are an evaluation contestant.
Three contests.
We all persuade, try to
𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗍𝗶.
persuade someone.
It's like a contest back to you. You were the champion. So
I
two
do
champions
too.
are here. You will be
I do
evaluating
too.
distinguished Master Ravin. The way you evaluate, you join the contest.
This is such a special night tonight. We have 2 DTM in the house. What a
Yes.
big honor for ACI. I feel so special. Thank you, Ravin, for being with us tonight. And
thank you.
Daniel has been with us all the time.
Thanks to me.
And we are blessed to have you all with us.
The credits actually go to my good friend David Tan. We are both from the same city, Malacca, Malaysia.
Yeah, same hometown.
Yeah, David has been kind enough to extend me the invitation. I think the way I see it, David is doing a very good job in your shows, because day before yesterday, I was in another club also in, I don't know whether it's in Hanoi or it's in Saigon. Also another club in Vietnam. This is the second one. So all at the invitation of David.
You went to which club?
What is Simalak or something like that? I can't remember.
Oh, there is Cambodia.
Cambodia, okay,
Silapak.
Cambodia, right. And
Silapak.
yesterday I was in a club in Manila, and the Nurses Toastmasters Club. Yeah.
Oh, you went to a nurses club. All the nurses.
Well, they invited me, asked me to come and be an evaluator. So I said, okay. And that's how it grows. Once you attend one meeting, somebody sees you and invites you to come to their club. How old is your club, by the way, this particular club?
Can ask the Madam President.
I think it's 4 years old. First,
4 years,
second.
okay.
Yeah, we have 4 presidents already. So this coming is the 5th president.
2021.
Yeah.
I come from a club which is 35 years old. 35 years old.
Oh, my age.
Founded in March 1990 in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Malaysia.
Before I was even born also.
I'm the founding president.
Wait,
Before I was even born.
there is a club in Kota Kinabalu? Oh, I didn't know
Many
that.
clubs now. When I started, we were the first club. I brought Toastmasters to Sabah.
Oh, the pioneer is here.
Yeah.
Oh, that means Sarawak first.
Yes, we started in Sarawak first, of which I am a charter member. Started in Sarawak in 1988, the first club in Sarawak. Then the following year, I was posted to Kota Kinabalu, so I brought the concept of Toastmasters to Sabah.
Wow, the legend from Malacca. Oh, Malaccans really so high, no matter where they are.
Yeah, but when I want to participate in your District 102, your PQD says no, cannot. I don't know lah. That's another story lah.
Robert, he's the DD elect. Robert.
I told him I like to be a test speaker. Don't know what silly answer he gave me, But anyway lah, let it be lah. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The world is very big. Plenty of place to fish.
All right.
Okay.
Over to you,
This
meeting.
is time to start the meeting right now. Once again, thank you very much for everyone for joining the great meeting of ACI Toastmaster today. Right, before we start the wonderful journey, I would love to invite the president of ACI to be on the stage and introduce about the clubs and the team today. Let's give a big round of applause to welcome Toastmaster Maria Thâm Đỗ.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Dear Toastmaster and friends, today is the last meeting of the term 2024-2025, and we are at the doorstep to a new chapter of ACI. And as the club president, I would like to reserve this moment to share with you how Toastmaster has changed me, or to be more precise, how ACI have given me the reasons to change. So we all know Lưu Quang Vũ verse. He wrote, nếu tất cả đường đời đều trơn láng, chắc gì ta đã nhận ra ta. If all walks of life are smoothly bathed for success, properly we wouldn't grow into who we are. And yeah, I think that's easy to understand and accept that success is not a smooth, even road. There are deep valleys and high mountains. There are big gaps and we got to jump. And usually, like most young, energetic, intelligent people out there, I prefer just staring at the gap between the present me and the future me. My vocabulary gave me the reason just to stay still, take no action, because I am book smart, not people smart. I am introvert, not extrovert. I am low neurotics rather than high neurotics, and so on, so on. And I happily, fully, humbly accept myself and live in peace. Even when people get mad at me, even when people find me cold and rigid, that's their problem, not mine. Until ACI. ACI told me, Tâm, you are the queen of and tonight. ACI told me, Tâm, you look tired tonight. You're not being yourself. Maybe it's because you're talking about someone else's experience rather than your own. ACI told me, Tâm, when people are not doing their work, you got to follow up. Be nasty, be angry, be bold at the right moment. ACI told me, Tâm, you are disqualified for voting because you spoke for 9 minutes. And yes, I'm that kind of people. And also at ACI, I was voted the best table topic speaker. I was voted the best prepared speech speaker. And I even won the area contest with the first prize. And that were all thanks to amazing people in our club. Thanks Daniel Trần, Hiền Hapu, Hạnh Hasika, chị Anna Thảo, chị Thanh Vân, Hưởng Nguyễn. You pointed out my blind spot, not with judgment, but with kind attention. You offer not just critic, but belief. And I grew because you believed I could. The biggest lesson for me so far, if I could tell, is to honor my scars, to walk out there in the wide big world, showing my whole self rather than faking confidence. That was when I won the area contest. It wasn't at all about the speech. It was about the truth behind it. I chose to look at my daughters struggling with reading and writing, not as a failure, but as possibility, as blessing. And that shift of heart was on thanks to the absent gravity I felt at ACI. From this safe space, I learned to bravely look at reality with softness and love. So from then on, I learned not to hide my scar, not to hide my imperfections. Instead, I name them, stand with them, sit with them, and even speak through them. And luckily, this journey wasn't mine alone. I'm lucky enough to have a big team beside me. Our current EXCO, who led with quiet strength and amazing hard work. They are Hứng, Nguyễn, our VBE. Phương Đỗ, our VBBR. Chị Thanh Vân, our VBM. And Daniel Trần, our secretary. Khương Ngô, our SAA. And Hạnh Đinh, our treasurer. Thank you all for your unsung diligence, persistent effort, and unshakable faith in our club's core that anyone can inspire. And we all did. So now, at this moment, it's time to hand over the torch to the new leadership team. They are familiar faces, but with renewed superpower. And this is now my honor to present to you all our new leadership. Phương Đỗ as our new club president. Hồng Ngọc, our vice president of education. David Tan, our vice president of public relations. And me again, Tâm Đỗ, as the vice president of membership. We have a returning member, and he's going to serve us as secretary, our Toastmaster Tiến Nguyễn. And the one superhero that's serving ACI for years will continue her task this year again, Toastmaster Hạnh Đinh as our treasurer. So tonight, our theme is leadership. And Toastmaster is where leaders are made. So, to each of you all, to each of us, enjoy the biggest gift of Toastmaster, the fellowship and friendship of hearts and minds that are all seeking not just perfection, but connection, not just a stage, but unwavering faith in each other, in one another. So, let's rock the night tonight in leadership and more. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much for very wonderful and inspiring opening speech. I strongly believe that with this wonderful opening speech, all of that feel really excited and ready for the meeting today. Now, everyone give Tâm Đỗ a big round of heart, of light on the screen, please. Wow, I love this spirit so much. I love the way Tâm Đỗ opened the meeting very much. Thank you, Tâm Đỗ. And we also know the new exco team of the new term. I strongly believe that ACI will have more wonderful journey than before. All right, so no waiting for more. Let's start the meeting today with the team leadership. So Tom Do mentioned a lot about leadership in the introduction. And I believe that leadership is not just a title or being the boss, but it's about inspiring others and maybe take the first step to do something. It can be big or small, loud or quiet, but it's always matter in life. All right, so anyone here have been a leader before? Can you raise your hand if you used to be a leader? May I see your hand? If you used to be a leader, okay, Tom Do, only Tom Do used to be only one. David already. A timer. All right. Let's see. I believe that each of you guys used to be a leader already in your life. Maybe you lead a team at work, or maybe you just guide someone. And tonight we will discover what makes a true leader and how each of us can grow at each other. All right, so as all of the meeting of Toastmaster, we always have three main parts. The first, we have table topic section. Then we move to prepare speech. And absolutely, we don't miss the evaluations that help us improve together. And as always, it's a lot of chance to have fun, to connect and learn together. All right. And remember, all of the best leader need a strong team. And let me introduce our meeting leader tonight. First of all, we'll welcome the General Evaluator, a very powerful role. Welcome on the stage, Toastmaster David Thân.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests. Tonight, I'm the General Evaluator. My role is to provide my general feedback of the overall meeting of tonight's meeting. I will give some feedback and also some suggestions on how to improve the meeting in future. I will give my report when called upon to do so. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Wonderful. Thank you, David. All right, so we move to the next hero holder. Also another very powerful role. Welcome on the stage, the timer, Toastmaster Nguyễn.
Hello, Toastmaster and guests. I am Nguyễn, and I am the timer for our meeting tonight. As a timer, to help me control the time, I will use the green, yellow, and red background. I want to share my screen. Yeah. At the speaker who qualified for the voting role at the table topic session, you speak from 1 to 2 minutes. As the prepare speak, you can speak from 5 to 7 minutes, and as the evaluation round, you speak from 2 to 3 minutes. And the speaker who is qualified for the voting wins first. When you finish your speak before I raise the green background, and secondly, I turn the red background. It means you have 30 seconds to finish your speak. But if you speak for more than 30 seconds, you will be disqualified. Back to you, Theory.
Thank you very much for very detailed introductions for timing rule. So we also welcome Toastmaster and come back to ACI for a very long time, and he still keep the spirit of Toastmaster everywhere. Thank you, Toastmaster Nguyễn. Right, so we move to the next key role holder, no other than the Carter, who helping us speak smoothly. Welcome on the stage Toastmaster Thanh Vân.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I'm glad to be your announcer of this meeting. My task is to listen and note overuse words and filler sounds when you speak during the meeting, such as well, but so the sounds may be I will report at the end of the meeting. Back to Topic of the day. Thank you.
It's great. It's really clear introductions. Okay, so now we will move to the very first and exciting part of the meeting today. That is table topic. Okay, and this section will lead you by a very handsome guy. Welcome on the stage, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏 as a table topic master.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Judy. Okay, check. Yeah, good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I'm 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏𝗏. Yeah, and Madam President introduced in the star meeting. I'm a VD for the ACI Toastmaster Club. Yeah, and I feel very happy when take the role VDA in 1 year, and the next time I can change TM or no. And tonight I'm table topic master, and I want to interview TM Phương Đỗ. She assistant support for me on the table topic session tonight, and TM Tiến Nguyễn is the timer for the control the timer for the speaker. And if you are a table topic speaker, you cannot ping TM Tiến Nguyễn. This have you qualify for the voting. And for those of you who are a new Toastmaster, table topic is the challenge for all the members to practice speaking on the post. And for tonight, the session, we have talked about the leadership. The leadership is very important in our life. And the goal is not deliver and precise speech, but rather to practice thinking on your well and delivering the message. Remember, you are not right or wrong the answer. The goal is simply to share your thoughts and ideas with the meeting, and we can call. And when I can call your name, please stand up or wait. And the timer, let's get started. You have talked about from 1 to 2 minutes 30 seconds on your speech, and you can, and everyone can show emotion, love, like, or angry when the speaker, when listen to the speaker if you want. Yeah, and don't forget the word of the day is I can choose the leader. Yeah, you can remember the word of the day is the leader. Yeah, and are you ready? Okay, and the first speaker tonight is who volunteer. Who volunteer to become the first speaker? Okay, I can choose TM 𝗟𝗱𝗏𝗏. Welcome you John ACI meeting tonight. TM 𝗟𝗟𝗏𝗏. Are you there?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you ready?
Of course.
Yeah. So Master, they have me show the first question. Yeah. Who is the most empowering leader to you and why? Who is the most empowering leader to you and why? TM 𝗟𝗱𝗱𝗏.
Well, first and foremost, we are talking about who inspires us. So it doesn't have to be someone we're working directly with. And if idols can be considered leaders, then I have an idol. Her name, you probably know, and she was in Singapore just now. Her name is Lady Gaga. Now, 10 years ago, she started out as nobody. And she is the picture of working hard and creativity. In a world where everything was so mundane and dull, she came blasting the world with her crazy ideas and creativity. The world wasn't ready at that time. They call her many names. But after 10 years, she has stood her place in the world as one of the legendary artists. And her ideas were recognized as revolutionary. I was inspired by that creativity. In everything that I do, even in Toastmaster speeches, I try to think what could be different. Like whatever everybody else does the same thing, then we think about what can be different. And that's how I brought singing into making speeches. And that's how I brought acting into making speeches. And that's even how I brought over-the-top expressions into speeches, because I wanted to be different. And that inspirations, that's a leader I was inspired by, a star known as Lady Gaga. So back to you, Toastmaster Rudy.
Yeah, thank you, TM 𝗟𝗱𝗱𝗏𝗏. Thank you for your sharing the story. Yes. And the next question. The next question, I can see raise your hand. Okay, I can choose.
I have raised my hand, Ravin.
Yeah. Yeah, the next question for you. The question number 2, can you share a moment when you demonstrated strong leadership? Can you share the moment when your demonstrated strong leadership?
Can I share a moment when I demonstrated strong leadership? Obviously, there are many situations where it calls for command type of leadership, where you have no choice but to take control. Otherwise, the group just gets demolished. The objectives of which are not going to be met. It's very clear. The most appropriate is the one latest, when I was put in charge as a moderator, organizer come moderator, for the first ever debate ever held at a Toastmasters annual convention. District 87, they decided to have a convention debate. We had it in Bandung, and they appointed me as its moderator and organizer. Of course, I was told about this way back in September last year, but I found it difficult to get participants to be on the debate teams. Mainly because a lot of people felt they have no experience, they're not too sure and so forth, but hey, Toastmasters is a learning journey. It's not a perfection journey. It's not a contest per se. But anyway, I managed to get the numbers plus 2 or 3 reserves for either side, proposition, opposition. But here comes the beef. On the day before the debate scheduled for 1 p.m. on Saturday, Friday evening, 2 or 3 people do not come up for the briefing. They don't even tell me they're not going to come. How do you feel as a leader? The show going to take place in better of less than 24 hours or maybe less than 12 hours. And then you are left short of people on either side. Of course, I'm furious, I'm hot under the collar. But luckily, we managed to get some other replacements thanks to other debaters who sent the message out. We got some replacements. But nonetheless, I hold those who gave their names and did not turn up responsible. I asked them to account for it. Why? Some of them are going for leadership roles in the district. How can you be a leader when you can't even live up to your, your whatever task you're assigned to? So that is where I took strong leadership. They apologize, of course. That's good enough. I take it and I move along. Strong leadership to get the show going. No choice. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Table topic master.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Robin. I can feel your storytelling skill or delivery. I felt like, and I will write that in a moment. Yeah, thank you so much. And the next speaker, I can see who volunteer. Yeah, I can see sorry. Where are you? Hello, sorry.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you ready to enjoy the table topic?
Okay, let me try.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. The next question for you. Please say how you build and develop a team. Please say how you build and develop a team with Usari.
Okay. This question is very close to my idea of leadership so far, because to me, leadership is not only what you got the position as a leader, but it is a responsibility for you to create the teamwork and lift all the members of the team up with experience and also knowledge, whatever to lift them up. And then the question is how to I'm sorry, can I see the question once again?
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. How to build my team and develop a team? To my experience, I made all the team members to be to create the environment of the working team to be like a family, and then we work together and we share the success together. And whenever, as a leader, whenever there is a failure or anything, as a leader, we have to accept it first, and then after everything is done, so we have like to explain to everyone how what was happened and how we can solve such problems. And that's the way I usually build the team. And then everyone has to feel comfortable to work together. That's the idea behind how to build up a team to me. So back to you.
Yeah, thank you for your share. The most important with your team. Yeah, that's great. And the next speaker, I can choose Kim. Yeah, Kim, break your hand. Where are you, Kim?
I'm here. I'm ready. Always ready.
Okay, the next question. Have you ever failed as a leader? Why did you learn from that experience? How you ever failed as a leader? What did you learn from that experience? Dear Kim Bang.
Have you ever heard leading without authority? Leading without a title. Do you know you are or I am is the most difficult person to change? Do I have intentionally changed to lead? If I don't know, I can't lead. If I don't learn, I can't lead because I cannot give what I don't have. You have to understand that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. If you don't prepare yourself, if you don't lead without knowledge, then absolutely your organization will fail. When you lead people. People are listening to you. That's why always continue, keep learning and motivate yourself so you can lead others. Leadership is not one day, one class, one seminar. Leadership is about long life learning. Ask yourself, who are you? What are you? Are you ready to lead? But first you have to lead yourself. Intentionally change so you can grow other. What do you mean by growing other? Make them to be leading you, make them as good as you are, and make them to be effective as you are. You say, I can speak effectively, but what about other? It's time for you to grow other to be as good as you are so you can do something else. That's about leadership. Leadership is to grow yourself and to grow other. Table topic master.
Thank you to him with a lot of the messages in the leader. Yeah, that's right. And the final question is the special question. I can to one guest enjoy the table topic tonight. For volunteer guest, Thùy Dương or guest Nguyễn Ánh, do you want to enjoy the question in the table topic tonight? Yeah, I can see guest Nguyễn Ánh.
Hello everyone, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, you can introduce about yourself.
Yeah, just a little bit. Today is the first time I get to know about your club, and I really want to take a look to observe and to see if I am able to join you. I love sharing, I love speaking, I love all of this activity. So I hope that will be well with me, will be good with me for joining you.
Yeah. And are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What do you think the most important quality of the good leader? What do you think the most important quality of the good leader?
That's very good question. I believe that personality is very important to become a good leader, because who you are say what you will lead people. Sorry, I can't explain. Who you are, that will define your team will be. So that lead the way. So it's very important for us to just someone just say we need to lead ourselves first before we lead others. And in order to lead ourselves, we need to understand ourselves well. That's very important because sometimes we think that we know well about people, but in the other hand, we need to understand the connection between us and the other partner, the other party. So that's why we need to define the right balance, the right relationship. So I believe that the most important thing is who we are before we become a leader. And we need to formulate the way, the type of leadership, and all the things related to making the leading successful. That's very important, in my opinion. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. I'm not quite sure I meet the time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Good question. Yeah, for me, I hope my leader spend a lot of time for my team. Yes, because he is very busy. Okay, thank you, guest me. And yeah, and at the end of the topic tonight, thank you all. Thank you everyone and all your other participants. And remember, the more you practice and better you will become at important speaking. I love the table topic tonight. Yes, and I hope everyone will enjoy and a good days when you answer the question. And at the end of the table topic tonight, back to you, TOD. Yes.
Excellent. The more we practice, the better we will become. Yes, absolutely. The more you join in table topic sections, the less scared you will feel when you join into impromptu situation in life. So once again, congratulations to all the brave speakers that join in table topic section tonight. So now let's see how much time did you spend. Welcome on the stage, timers. Nguyễn to report the time of all speakers today.
Thank you, TOD. Dear Toastmaster and guests, you can see the time report at the chat box. All the speaker was qualified for the voting round. Thank you. Back to you, TOD.
Great. Wow, this is a great news. All the speakers are qualified for voting. So now I encourage everyone, let's take a moment to vote for your favorite speaker today. Take a moment to vote for favorite speaker. And now we move to the very exciting sections that I believe all of you guys are waiting for. That is connecting section. We will have chance to chit chat a little bit with each other and let's share something about you. Who bring you here today and what you love the most in our meeting. Right, so I would love to move this section to our president to connect with the guests. Tâm Đỗ, let's take this as right.
Thank you, TOD Hương Lee. It is my honor to connect with our guest, and we listen to guest Nguyệt Ánh introducing herself, and she also delivered a very nice attempt with a table topic section, and that is a very nice try. That the spirit of always be ready for the challenge that any Toastmaster would embrace. And also in our Zoom room, we also see a lot of familiar faces and new faces too. So maybe I would invite Toastmaster T to introduce herself to everybody in the Zoom again. Hello, chị Thiết. How are you today? Can you please share with everyone a little bit about yourself before you deliver your speech in the second section?
Thank you, Miss Tâm Đỗ. Hello, everyone. I am Thiết. I'm currently working in Paris, I am a scientist in material science. And thank you so much for the opportunity today that I can be able to deliver my level 5 project 1 first time.
Wow, the level 5 speech. So much looking forward to your speech. Titi, can you please share with us a little bit about the reason why you joined Toastmaster? As I see that you are already a scientist, you already, I believe, read and write and communicate a lot in English or even in French. So what's the reason for you to join Toastmaster and follow pathway to level 5 now?
Have you ever heard a scientist speaking? Okay, it's boring. So that's why I joined Toastmaster at the beginning of this year. I didn't know about Toastmaster before. I wish that I would know it before so I can improve my speaking skill. So every time I went to a conference, I listened to the speech of my colleague. You know, they are speaking about all important problem in the world that we are addressing. But I often fell asleep during their talk. So, and when it's my turn to speak, I guess the audience was sleeping as well. So that's why I am here to practice my skill.
Thank you so much for your honest sharing, and I believe that is an honorable reason to join Toastmaster. Yay! Cheers! And I believe that Toastmaster should feel proud for contributing to the world. A scientist who can speak and inspire people at the same time, keeping them awake to the scientific important information. And now I would like to take this chance also to get to know Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗃 as well. 𝗟𝗃, can you please share a little bit about yourself?
So I'm a Toastmaster from EVO, which is English Vietnamese Online Toastmasters, and I've met ACI at the conference. I met chị Maria from same table. We had some 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗱𝗍 together. and also other two more people. I don't remember their names, sorry. But yes, we have fun. And so I thought maybe checking out, especially that my former president, Min, is going to be air director soon, I believe, for our area. That's why I want to know other neighbors in the same area. That's why I took time to join today.
Thank you, 𝗟𝗃. So you just highlighted a very important fact about Toastmaster. We have many different clubs. We have EVO, English Vietnamese Online Toastmaster. We even have English Teaching Toastmaster Club and a lot of other clubs. Our club, ACI, stands for Anyone Can Inspire, and we welcome everyone. We have Raven with us tonight. We have David with us tonight. They are from Malaysia. We have chị Thiết working in Paris. We also have 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗍𝗍. Hello, 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗍𝗍. Would you like to introduce to everyone a little bit about yourself and the reason why you come to Toastmaster?
Thank you. Yeah, let me introduce myself once again because it's been a long time since I first joined ACI, and then I missed almost like 2 months meetings or 3 months already. Yeah, the reason to join is like I love the idea and spirit of that Toastmaster itself. and I improved a lot once I joined Toastmaster. I mean, any club that I join, and then so it's time to develop ourselves, being a member of Toastmaster. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Hari. And now it is a very right time for us to capture the moment. So let's honor the ritual of ACI. We're going to wrap an imaginary microphone and pose the most confident face. We're going to capture this moment with our confidence, inspirational spirit. 1, 2, 3, go. Yay, beautiful. And now it's a freestyle post. So please choose any favorite post of yours. Okay. And I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Lovely. It's a really, really funny and energetic connecting sections. I hope that you will feel a little bit relaxed before we move to the next other exciting section, that is prepare speeches. So in this section, the speaker prepares a lot of beautiful story. Now let's waiting and see that story. Right. I just would like to remind about the timing rule of speaker. We have totally 7 minutes and 30 seconds, totally maximum. But however, we have a little bit different in timing rule for other speakers. So I would love to welcome the timer will be out of state and introduce the timing rule for prepared speech section today. Again, please.
With the speaker one, DGM Raf, you have 5 to 7 minutes for your speak. Yeah. With the Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏𝗍, because you have 20 to 22 minutes to speak. So after I turn the red background, you will also have 4 more 30 seconds to finish your speech. Yes. Back to you, Tilly.
Okay, thank you very much. So now let's get ready and listen to our amazing, inspiring speaker. First of all, I would love to welcome on the stage the evaluator for the first speaker. Welcome, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏𝗶𝗽.
Hello, hello. Welcome, Speaker 1, DTM Raveen, with speech title Big or Small. Raveen come from Malaysia, and he will inspire us his speech. Let's welcome Raveen back to Madam Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you so much for beautiful sharing. So, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏𝗶𝗽, do you have the project or purpose of the speech from DTM Raveen?
His speech is about motivate others. He will prepare to show us his motivation skill. So let's welcome him.
Okay, thank you so much. So I would love to ask DTM Raveen, what is the name of your speech? Toastmaster Raveen, what is the name? Can you have me read it again?
Big or small?
Because small. All right, thank you very much. I will inform that. Right, welcome on the stage, DTM Raveen, with the speech title, Big or Small? Big or small, Toastmaster Raveen?
How many of you here keep a pet, say a dog, a cat, a crocodile, or an anaconda? Show of hands, please. Big or small does not matter. You love them? Show of hands. then you will surely love me. But you see, much as we love our pets, there comes a time sometimes when we have to see it depart. How many of you here is gaining enough to see your pet being put to sleep at the surgery? Nobody? Yes, this is a tough call. Never an easy thing, because he loved it so much. It gave it so much joy. And that is the position I saw myself in many years ago. I had a beautiful dog, a Dalmatian. You know, a Dalmatian is a large dog, white with black spots. Very bubbly, very cheerful, very exuberant. He brought a lot of joy to our whole family because he was such a happy-go-lucky guy. But though we kept him for some 8 years, a day came somewhere on the 8th year when he developed some small spot on his fur, which none of us paid attention to it, because normally we human beings don't bother when things are small. Does this sound familiar? We wait for it to become big, only then we pay attention. And this went on for some time until one fine day when I took Chico, his name was Chico, to the vet. Dr. Ernest told him, "Hey man, this is too late. You can't control it now. We have to put him to sleep." And I was shocked. I went back home, I told my mother, and my mother went berserk. My sisters joined the chorus. My father was blur. How can we let go of Chico? I had no choice. We can't salvage him because Dr. Ernest said so. So the day came. Like a prisoner, I led Chico to the back of my four-wheel drive and took him to the vet. Chico initially thought I'm going to take him for his normal romp in the park. But as soon as you realized that I was taking different turns, I could see in the rear mirror of my vehicle that his face went dismay, sad. Once when we stopped in front of the vet, Chico was utterly in a hopeless mood. He knew what the game all about. It was a good day, a bright day. We might as well gone for a walk in the sunshine. But today, one of us is not coming back home. And you can tell who. Chico walked up the stairs leading to the practice, leaned himself onto the scale. He normally does that to have his weight taken every time we go to the clinic. He was such an obedient guy. My heart almost sank. Such a beautiful lass. The nurse came and said, "Sir, would you mind please taking Chico into the surgery?" And I said, no. Can I please leave him here? I'll go back and come and collect his body. And she said, "No, sir. Dr. Ernest would like the owners to be around when the dogs are leaving." And so I took Chico, I lifted him up and placed him on the cold surgical table. Chico knew that the game was up, the numbers are being counted, because the room was so sterile, so somber, so calm. Dr. Ernest came and patted him and said, "Good boy," like as if it mattered anymore. Then he went to the back to take the syringe with the concoction, the killer concoction. Chico turned back to look at me, like as though he's going to wish me my last goodbye. I couldn't hold my tears. I held Chico close to my body. Dr. Ernest came with a syringe, brushed his rump with a little bit of cotton swab laced in alcohol, and did what he had to do. Chico became heavier and heavier Each time his breath became shallower and shallower. Eventually, I could not hold his weight any longer, nor my tears. I just led him softly onto the cold, sterile table. It was a cold execution to an innocent dog. It was not his mistake. It was mine for not having acted upon it when it's small. And I said, sorry, Chico. Sorry? What sorry? I could have reacted when it was possible to do so and did something about it. I failed. Because we always look at the big things. We don't bother for it when it's small. Too late. And you know, I kid you not, on the day Chico left us, I received a check in the mail. The check was for Chico having mated with another female Dalmatian in a successful tie-up, we call it. Chico died a father of 8 small, cute little baby Chicos. You know what we did to the check? We gave it to the animal shelter. Chico left a very powerful message, and he'd like it for it to be shared with each and every one of you. Are you ready to hear? Trust me, it affects all aspects of your life. Hear me well. Big or small, respect them all. Toastmaster of the evening.
Wow, it's a beautiful, wonderful speeches. Thank you very much, Pravin, for beautiful sharing. Thank you so much. Right, so now let's move to the second speaker today. And before we move to the second speaker, I would love to invite the second evaluator, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲, to introduce the objective of the speaker number 2. Welcome, 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲.
I will replace 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲 today, as I already mentioned in the chat box and in the group chat. So I will replace 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲 to be her evaluator today. So can I continue?
Sure, of course.
Okay. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening, Hương Ly. And this is a very difficult project for Toastmaster Thiết to attempt. It is to prepare to speak professionally. And this speech will last for 18 to 22 minutes. So may I ask the timer to be mindful of the time. It's not 20 to 22. It is 18 to 22. So the timing sequence would be 18 minutes, green color, 20 minutes, yellow color, and 22 minutes, red color. So that Thiết will have enough time to wrap up when she sees the green color card. And the speech that Toastmaster Thiết today attempts will be for her to deliver a longer speech. And she can be delivering a speech of any style, of any purpose, as long as it engages the audience. And good luck to Toastmaster Thiết. For me, it is the most difficult project in the whole Toastmasters journey that I've ever done. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Well, we know that it's a very challenging for Toastmaster Daniel, but I believe that we learn a lot from the challenging things. All right. So I would love to ask Toastmaster Thiết a little bit. The speech title is ART. Is that right? No? Right. What is your title?
Winners never quit.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, welcome on the stage, Toastmaster Thiết Vũ, with the speech title, Winner Never Quit. Winner Never Quit. Toastmaster Thiết Vũ.
Have you ever kept trying so hard, but the result was still failure? And then you told yourself, you cannot do this. No matter how hard you try, it won't change anything. At that moment, you fall into a very dangerous state that scientists call learned helplessness. And that state makes you want to give up. So, do you want to get out of that state? That's why we have this talk today. You are going to explore 3 reasons to give you strength, to keep you going forward to achieve any goal. And every time you want to give up, just remember these 3 reasons, and I believe they will inspire you to keep going. So before we begin, just a quick note. This is a 20-minute talk. To make it more effective, I will be asking questions and interacting with you throughout. So feel free to simply share your thoughts or your opinions as we go. And if you have any questions or any thought, just drop them in the chat. There will be a Q&A section at the end if we have time. So now let's talk about the reason number 1. It tied to a memory that I deeply regret. In 2022, I joined a research project called 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗍. It's funded by the European Union with a budget of 4 million euros over 4 years. The goal of the project is to develop a new material, which is a contrast agent for molecular imaging. This material can help us to take pictures inside our body, which is clear enough to see tiny cells for the first time. My team was responsible for synthesizing the core materials, and then it is sent to a team in Spain for biofunctionalization, and then it is sent to the team in Austria to test on zebrafish. Before me, 2 people already tried, and both gave up. Before my boss hired me, she asked me, "This project is really difficult. Are you sure you can do it?" I said, "Yes, I can do it." So at first, I was full of motivation. I worked day and night. I tried experiment after experiment. But still, nothing worked. And after a year of continuous failure, I began to burn out. I was exhausted. Some days, I show up to the lab, but completely frustrated, unable to do anything. My boss had a strange habit. While others bite their nail when stressed, she bit her fingers. Her fingertips was always raw and bleeding. And I started to worry. If I don't get this experiment to work, my boss might lose a finger. So I kept trying so hard. I had done more than 100 experiments, but the result was still failure. And then I told myself, I cannot do this. No matter how hard I try, it wouldn't change anything. And at that moment, I wanted to give up. So I did. I quit. I walked away from the project. But in my team, there was one guy who stayed, Brandon. I still remember thinking, I don't know whether Brandon will succeed or not, but I'm just glad I quit. And 1 year later, I got a message from Brandon on WhatsApp. He asked, "Where are you now?" I thought, the project probably didn't work. Maybe he just wants someone to talk to. And then he sent another message, the one I would never forget. "The experiment worked." What? I was shocked. But then I felt happy for him. And I was so happy for my boss. I thought if Brandon had failed too, my boss might move from biting fingers to biting toes. And I also felt a deep regret. If I had tried one more year, I could have succeeded too. But later, Brandon told me he had a hard time too. He felt really tired. He wanted to give up. But then he thought if he quit and do something else, that would be hard too. So he chose to keep trying. And on the day, he felt the most tired and wanted to give up. And that was the day his experiment finally succeeded. Brandon ended up with 2 scientific publications and 2 patents. What about me? I moved on to another project, and 1 year later, I still failed. That's when I realized something important. Sometimes success is right in front of you, and you don't even know it. All it takes is just trying one more step to reach it. As Thomas Edison once said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up, and the most certain way to succeed is always to try one more time. So have you ever had a regret like mine? Have you ever wished that you had just kept going one more step? So, to remember reason number 1, just remember the word close, because sometimes success is very close. It's right in front of you. Just always keep trying one more time. How do you feel after knowing the first reason? Do you feel a bit more inspired? If yes, that's wonderful. If not, you definitely need to know the second reason. And to discover the second reason, let me share a story with you. Imagine this. You just graduated. You are full of energy and hope. You apply to 30 different companies, and then you wait and wait and wait. But none of them accept you. Finally, one company replies, "It's KFC." You walk into the interview room with 24 other candidates, and in the end, 23 people are accepted. You are the only one who is rejected. How do you feel? And now you know how 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲 felt. 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗲 wasn't a top student. He failed college entrance exam twice and eventually got into a low-ranking university in China. His family wasn't rich. They lived in a small home on a narrow street. But he had one thing that helped him succeed: a belief that you can do it because you never give up. At the age of 31, 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲 started his company Alibaba, an e-commerce platform to connect small businesses in China to the world through the internet. And it is an idea worthy of bringing to Silicon Valley to raise the capital. And he did bringing it there. But no one invested. 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲 didn't give up. He said, "I will learn and try again tomorrow." because he believed that you can do it because you never give up. So eventually, Alibaba became one of the biggest e-commerce companies in the world. And in 2014, Alibaba IPO with a value of 25 billion US dollar. Jack Ma became the richest man in China overnight. Jack Ma once rejected by KFC, and then later he became the owner of the entire KFC chain in China. Do you know one quote from Jack Ma that I will never forget? Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful. Most people die tomorrow night, and they never get a chance to see the sunshine of the day after. So from Jack Ma's story, I realized something important. You don't need to be too good to succeed. No matter who you are, where you start, if you keep going, you will succeed. Have you ever felt like you are not good enough to succeed? You can see Jack Ma. He was not rich, he was not a talented student, but he succeeded because he never gave up. So to remember reason number 2, just remember the word continue. You don't need to be too good to succeed. If you continue, you will succeed. So now you have heard the reason number 2. Do you feel more inspired? If yes, that's wonderful. But if not yet, then you need to know the reason number 3. And to discover the reason number 3, I have another story to tell you. I still remember when I was 6 years old, I had to learn to ride a bicycle to go to primary school like other children in my village. My parents said, "You are grown up now. You have to go to school by yourself. We cannot take you forever." At that age, all the kids in my village could already ride a bike fast. I was the only one who couldn't. I didn't want to be the one left behind, so I told myself, I must learn to ride. My family had 2 bicycles. One was a rusty blue Phoenix bike from my aunt who studied in the Soviet Union. And the other was green Thống Nhất bike my dad bought after selling many pigs. The green one was tall, so my dad used it. The blue one was a little shorter. My mom used it. Whenever one of them wasn't using a bike, I practiced. At first, my mom helped me to hold the back of the bike so I wouldn't fall. I could pedal a little, but when she let go, I fell right away. She helped me for a whole week, but I still couldn't ride on my own. Then she had to work in the rice field, so I had to practice alone. Since I was too short to reach the seat of the bike, my mom tied a sack to the bike frame to make a seat for me. Every day after lunch, instead of having a nap, I took the bike out to the dirt road in the village to practice. I could ride a few meters, then I fall. I even ran straight into a white pineapple bushes on the side of the road. My arm and leg got scratched and hurt, but I didn't stop. My neighbor saw that and said, "You have been practicing so much. Why cannot you ride yet?" I felt really sad. I went home and I asked my mom, Mom, why I cannot write yet even though I try so hard? My mom said, just keep trying. You will write soon. Everyone in the village can write. You will too. At that moment, I didn't know why my mom believed in me so much. But I believe her because the truth is that everyone in the village can write. So I kept trying. I wrote and failed. I wrote again and failed. I wrote again and failed. Then one day, I wrote and I didn't fall. I was so happy, I almost cried. And I had finally done it. I felt so proud of myself. And that's when I learned something important. If other people can do it, so you can too, and maybe even better. And if no one has done it before, you can be the first. So, what is your goal? Do you see anyone achieve it? If they can do it, you can too, and maybe even better. And if no one has done it before, you can be the first one. So, to remember the reason number 3, just remember the word capable. If others can do it, you can too. Maybe even better. If no one has, maybe you will be the first. So in short, today, there is one thing I want to tell you. Winners never quit. Why? There are 3 reasons. The reason number 1, close. Sometimes success is very close, right in front of you. Just always keep trying one more time. And the reason number 2, continue. You don't need to be too good to succeed. If you continue, you will succeed. And the reason number 3, capable. If others can do it, you are capable too. Maybe even better. And if no one has, maybe you will be the first one. So to sum up, today you have explored 3 powerful reasons why winners never quit. And I truly believe these reasons will help you a lot. Why I am so sure? Because I remember a story from many years ago, back when I was learning English, because I wanted to study abroad. I was very poor in Vietnam. In 2012, I had a teaching job in a university, and my monthly salary was 4 million VND, around 150 US dollar now. I wanted to study abroad so I could earn more money and travel all around the world. But to do that, I need a scholarship. And to get a scholarship, I had to be good at English. But the problem was, I was terrible at English. I still remember, in my hometown, we didn't even have an English teacher. I only started learning English in high school by a Russian teacher. And when I took my graduation exam, I got a score of 6 out of 10, average at best. And in the university, I was selected to go to the talented class, and soon I found out I was the worst in my class at English. I felt so pressure because everyone was super competitive in my class and they are talented. The skill I struggle with the most is listening. I was terrified of listening tests. So this time, I decided to join an English center run by Miss Nhã on Hoàng Quốc Việt Street in Hanoi. They gave me a placement test and I was placed in the lowest class, the beginner one. In my first lesson, the teacher played a recording file and asked me to fill in the blanks. I said, I cannot hear anything. And my teacher looked at me and said, you are not deaf. Why you cannot hear? At that moment, I actually found it kind of funny. The teacher was right. I wasn't deaf, so technically I should be able to hear something. I laughed a little to myself because deep down I knew the problem wasn't with my ears. But then the teacher taught me something that changed everything. If you want to understand English listening, you have to absorb the sounds first. You have to listen to English without the desire to understand everything at once. You listen to get used to the way it sounds. Then you start picking out the word, then full sentences, then context and meaning. It takes time. So I follow his advice. I play CNN, TED Talks, and BBC all day and night, even when I was sleeping, showering, or eating. For 1 week, I didn't understand anything. After 1 month, still nothing.
Sorry. Dear Toastmaster Thiet, the time is over.
She is allowed to continue. So
But
please.
I kept going. In the 6th month, once early morning around 4 a.m., I woke up suddenly. CNN was still playing on my laptop, and strangely, I understood what they were saying. Not everything, but enough for me to realize I could actually understand English listening. I sat on the bed and I was moved. I nearly cried. And from that moment on, I wasn't afraid of English anymore. In fact, I started to love it, especially the feeling of understanding every word and every sentence. And then in 2015, I got an IELTS score of 6.5, just enough to qualify for a scholarship. And in 2016, I successfully won a scholarship for master and then a PhD in France. So, what is your goal? I believe your goal might not be English. It might be something else. But remember, if you don't give up, you will succeed. Back to TOD.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Thiet, with really inspiring sharing with the meaningful message. If we don't quit, we will succeed. Wow, how beautiful today. Wow. So strongly believe that all of us are inspired a lot by a lot of this great story. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Thiet, that brings to us a very new, a fresh perspective from a professor. Okay, so now we move to the last speaker today. The last speaker today will be Toastmaster Huyền Nhi, and I would love to invite the evaluator for Toastmaster Huyền Nhi is Toastmaster Tiến Nguyễn. Welcome to the stage, Toastmaster Tiến Nguyễn. Oh,
Hello, sorry, I'm the evaluator 3 for Toastmaster Huyền Nhi. Yeah, hello everyone, and I'm happy to be the evaluator of Toastmaster Huyền Nhi today. She will present level 1, project 2 for presentation mastery, writing a speech with a purpose, and the title is Vietnam is changing, and so we are. So good luck to Toastmaster Huyền Nhi, and back to TOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trúc. Okay, so welcome on the stage, Toastmaster Huyền Nhi with the speech title, Vietnam is changing, and so are we. Vietnam is changing, and so are we. Toastmaster Huyền Nhi.
Thank you. To be honest, I'm focusing in the speaker tool, and I forgot what I will talking about right now. Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about something that may only happens once in 100 years. And recently, as you know, that in our country, it has many events, very big event, like something that is fixed. Affects not just city and province, but each and every one of us. As you may know, that Vietnam is going through one of the biggest transformation in its modern history. From the 63 province, and we move to 34. This is more than a map change. This is a sign that Vietnam is not afraid to reform. It's not to involve and to rise. So why am I speaking about this today? Because this decision shape in how we work, how we live, and how we connect each other. And, of course, as you know, that once a month ago, we also hear that people is with many opinion. Some, of course, the change is always bring many emotion. Some people are uncertain that the change, what will happen with the province name, with the identity, and the change is maybe it's make something is become confused, and other is hurtful. Others hurtful. They think that the change is make a change to reduce the way to improve the services, and the best faster as a country. And ports are valid feeling. But the one thing is one thing is clear, is that Vietnam is moving forward, and we are on part of it. And this reform is not only making government efficient, but it's also about creating more united, more modern, and more competitive Vietnam, ready for future. So as we step into this new chapter, it's of school phase change, some small or some big. We also need to work differently. We may have new responsibility. We may even to have rethink how we see our roles in the community. And let's think about how far Vietnam has come. Vietnam is from a small nation with recovering from war and poverty. It's through many hard time and building a country like now, and now this transformation will be a part in the journey in the future. That's the nation we can totally, hopefully, that's the nation will be stronger. It will make more smart city or export high tech products or lead the green nation. Lead the green energy, and we always hopefully that the nation will be a part important on the work or on the world stage. So when Vietnam changed, it's not just about a place on a map. It's about people. It's about us and what we can build together. Let this be a moment we look back on and said, yes, we were there and we understood it, and we have to lead it. Vietnam is not just changing, it's rising, and so are we. Thank you so much. Back to Toastmaster today. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, Vietnam is changing very fast, and I totally believe agree with you. Thank you for beautiful story from Toastmaster Huyền Nhi. So now I would love to invite the timer on the stage to report the time of 3 speakers today. Welcome, Toastmaster Tiến Nguyễn.
Dear Toastmaster and guests, you're gonna see the time resource in the chat box. So all the speakers are qualified for the voting round. Congratulations. Back to you.
Great. So all speakers are qualified for voting. So everyone give 3 speakers today a big round of applause, heart, and light on screen because they did share their own story in qualified time. It's lovely. Right. So let's take 30 seconds to vote for your favorite speaker today, please. Oh, yeah, Toastmaster is not qualified. Toastmaster Thiết is not qualified, right?
Yeah, sorry for that.
Okay, no worry, but Toastmaster Thiết, you always the winner in our heart. Yeah, every time Toastmaster Thiết on the stage, I realize I will listen to a different perspective from a professor, and I always waiting for her be on the stage with more story. It's the very first time I listen a professor to tell a story. Such like amazing like that. Okay, so I believe you guys finished voting. So now let's move to the next sections. No other than the things that make us improve. That is evaluations. I believe that all the evaluation is like a gift, a present, because it helps us grow. Now, I would love to invite on the stage again Toastmaster Tiến Nguyễn to introduce the timing rule for evaluation part.
Sure. Yeah, Toastmaster and guests. So the time for the evaluation round is like evaluator say after 7 minutes you will have also for more 30 seconds to finish your speech, and on the evaluator we have the 2 to 3 minutes to speak. Also after that, you also have 4 more 30 seconds to finish. Thank you. Back to you, POD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tiền Nguyễn. Now we move to the table topic evaluation. So every speaker on the stage, you will be evaluated, and you will also have chance to receive feedback from experienced Toastmaster. Now, welcome on the stage the table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Tamaria.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And everyone, what do you do when you receive an impromptu question and your mind just go blank? Usually we smile and also smile introduced me to the formula for structuring an effective impromptu response. So SMILE, S-M-I-L-E, suggests the 5 elements of a successful impromptu speech. So S, the first letter in the SMILE formula, stands for story. So the secret of a successful impromptu speech is the personal story. It's you. Impromptu speech feels so true, so real, so connected because it contains personal story, personal view. So make sure that your impromptu speech contains a personal story. Second, M stands for message. Just make sure that you answer the question asked. Give a direct takeaway so that people can understand that you already answered their question. Third, I stand for intention or structure. So either you start your response with a general idea and then move forward to a specific moment of personal experience, or vice versa. Start with a personal moment and then generalize them into something big and abstract. Any way would work, but just make sure that you introduce a specific structure and intention into your impromptu speech. Fourth, language. If the language is clear, if you choose the word that help people picture the situation in their mind, it would be very successful. And also combined with your vocal variety as well. So language means the word itself and also the pitch, the tone, the pace you use to introduce your words. And lastly, okay, the one element that distinguished professional speaker and people who are still working and trying is expression. Speak with your body, speak with your eyes, your face, speak with your whole self rather than just speaking with words. So there are 5 elements that I base on in order to give feedback on your impromptu speech. And tonight we have 5 amazing, courageous speakers. And I will start first with the 5th speaker, our guest, Anh, and she was wonderful. She answered the question right to the point, immediately nailed the answer with the specific message. What's the most important quality of a leader? And the answer is personality. That is so clear. There would be no confusion at all. But the one thing that would power up guess with an answer would be the personal story, the personal experience when you really experience, the good quality of a good leader that shape the personality of the team as well. If you provide a specific, maybe day, maybe time, maybe situation, then the answer would be much, much more connected to the audience. The next speaker were the response from Toastmaster 𝗟𝗵𝗱𝗲, chú Kim. And as always, chú Kim share with us a lot of insight. And the thing that I admire the most about the thing that I admire the most the thing that I admire the most about Toastmaster 𝗟𝗵𝗱𝗲's speech was the perfect company, the perfect combination between his word and his hand gesture. The way chú Kim share his message with his eyes, with his paws, with his hand, just make me pay my fullest attention to his speech. The one thing that I wished chú Kim has done was to answer the question itself. And the question was really hard. The question was about, have you ever failed as a leader? And that question requires us to reveal the vulnerable part of ourselves. We got to share a personal story in order to answer this question effectively. And I just wished to hear that from chú Kim next time. The third speaker was our member, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲. And she lived the spirit of Toastmaster, being always ready. And she answered the question by starting with her own opinion, her own idea of the theme, the leadership. So that's a very nice start of intention or structure, starting with something big, starting with the general idea of leadership. But then she got to ask back, what is the question? And she tried to answer the question, how to build and develop a team. So again, a missing piece of the puzzle is a personal story. I would suggest Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲 to add a specific situation and specific example, specific detail in order to power up her impromptu speech. And the next speaker was Toastmaster DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Raveen, our honor guest tonight. And he shared with us just that, the specific story, the specific moment when he got to show strong leadership, and he have ticked most of the box in the SMILE formula. He had the story, the message was clear, the structure and the intention can be felt very clearly. The language was powerful, and I just wish that he has based the answer more appropriately so that it wouldn't feel quite rushed at the end. And the first person to handle a table topic question tonight was Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗱𝗲. And he answered the question, who is the most inspiring leader to him? And he started with framing the question. Okay, so inspiring leader can also be an idol. And then from that point, he ticked all of the box in the SMILE formula. There was the story, there was the message, there was the structure, frame, how Lady Gaga present as an idol and an inspirational source to him. Moving on to the specific impact that 𝗟𝗟𝗱𝗲 have had and has showed in his own speaking style. So we see the connection between the idol and the impact and the speaker himself. The language was beautiful and impactful. And I just wish that Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗃 has matched the beautiful language and message he used with his body language. For the whole speech, I had the impression that Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗃 has mute his facial expression and body in order to devote 100% to the content and the language itself. I wish that Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗃 can use his face, his eyes, and even his body in order to leverage his message even more. So again, thank you everybody, the 5 speakers, to step up bravely and illustrate how Toastmaster can prepare us for real life impromptu situation. And the secret to that success that I share with you tonight is the SMILE formula: the story, the message, the intention, the language, and expression. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, what an evaluation. It's the very first time I see that. It's really powerful and meaningful. I learned a lot from Toastmaster 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I'm sure you guys the same like me. Wow, the formula SMILE is really help us to express anything effectively. I learned so much. Thank you. So appreciate your sharing, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏. I love to hear from her every meeting. Thank you so much. So now we move to the evaluation for 3 speakers today in prepared speech section. Now, the first prepared speech, do you remember from week 1? The first prepared speech from week 1. Can you have me read out loud the names? Yeah, Toastmaster.
Yeah.
Yes, Ravin, right? DTM, Toastmaster Ravins. Well, now I would love to invite on the stage the evaluator for Toastmaster Ravin, no other than Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏𝗶. Welcome to the stage, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗏𝗶.
Ravin bring to us a personal story of Chico. Each speech title is Big or Small. I'm sure I learned a lot from you about how to deliver a great speech. You're starting out with asking questions that's regular, but it's trigger the audience to listen to your messages. You master of public speaking by incorporate your words with your body language. Don't you know? Content is only 7% of your speech, 38% of your tone, and 55% of your body language. So it doesn't matter what your content is, but you have to incorporate the tone and body language so the audience can understand about you more. That's so important about the body language. And Ravin brought us to those critical points. I was shocked he moved back. I could see he looked and point his hands to the directions. And it is a truly emotional speech. His dog Chico was with him for a long time. It brought me tears with its relationship to his pets. It's more than the pet or the dog. It's a part of family. Don't you feel when he cried, fall his heart out? When he explained that the dog is at the end of his life. It speaks so much emotional that I would shed tears with you, Ravin. Those tears come truly from your heart, from the family of you. I love the way you explain. Like I couldn't find anything that could evaluate the way you express your emotions through your story. I feel with you, I share with you, and I can see the word that you express with your dogs. Thank you for your performance. The speech is a performance to connect with the audience so they can understand your feeling. I appreciate that. I would like to recommend a small one such as, even though your emotion is too high, but I'd like to learn more about your intention in your speech. And what else I learned? Dalmatians. There's a 400 species of dogs. What does Dalmatians look like? So I look on the internet. Let's see what I look on the internet look like. This is Dalmatians. Do you know what Dalmatians look like? I'm not sure I can show my screen. That's Dalmatians. It's a beautiful dog. Without the pictures, I would not know. Like the Toastmaster today.
Very fast. Okay, thank you for lovely, cute picture and very constructive feedback. Oh, you bring a very fresh spirit in evaluation section. Thank you, Toastmaster Kim. So appreciate the sharing. So now we move to the second evaluation today. And remember the second speaker as our beautiful doctor, right? Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗡 give us many wonderful story. So now I would love to invite on the stage the evaluator for Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗡, DTM Daniel. Welcome to the stage, Daniel Chen.
I used to be a researcher, and I know how researchers sound like. If all researchers in the world could sound like Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗡 today, there would be no boring scientific conventions ever. And that is a sign of success for her speech today. A long speech like Toastmaster 𝗟𝗱𝗡's speech today was like a movie. It has to have stories, and it has to lead to one single conclusion. And I would use that metaphor to evaluate her speech today. Firstly, she appeared on the camera with a very calm demeanor, with such a trustworthy voice. There was no hiccup, no disruption, no nervousness, no rushing. Everything was so smooth, and that was her signature kind of storytelling. It sounded as if I was listening to a lullaby told to me by a grandmother's voice. It was so soothing and so calm. Secondly, she established the way that she connected with the audience immediately, especially using hand gestures and facial expression. For example, she used number 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, and she pointed to the back when she told something about the past. And she always leaned forward, close to the camera when she asked a question and telling a personal story and personal message. That was amazing. I never seen anybody did that. And she used a variety of stories. It's just not just the stories. It's also the vivid imagery, the colors of the bike, the biting of the fingernails, the selling of the pigs, and the hurt arms and legs. And all of those stories also included conversations. And she used pauses very effectively. I noticed she always paused for at least 3 seconds after every question. And she paused for at least 5 seconds after a conclusion of the key point. So, in terms of speaking skills, there was nothing to complain about. She was excellent. Now, coming back to my comments on the long speech, as a movie, what do you expect from a movie? You would expect a movie with a lot of events that led to the single climax. And in that climax, the solution was exposed, and then the main character would come out at the end to become the winner. I did not see that winning today. The reason is there were 4 stories, and all of those stories were separate stories from different times. And there was one story from 𝗟𝗻𝗃𝗽, which was another character as well. And she was running out of time at the end. And when you watched a movie, at the end of the movie, there would never be a new story. It would be a conclusion. So that is why I would suggest her, firstly, to reframe her stories so that all of the stories would be related to each other in the event's point of view. It would be leading to a single point of time when she was the winner. I did not see the winning from her side today. So, for example, she could tell the story at the beginning about her friend Brandon, and then she could continue with the story about riding a bike, and then at the end, she would tell the story about learning abroad, and that was her winning story. Remove the story from Jack Ma altogether because that was a waste of her time because she was running over time. And the second point of a movie was to convey emotion. I noticed in her stories there were so many emotions: the doubt, the hope, the fear, the desperation, and then the nervousness. There were so many emotions, and she used only one kind of voice to portray all of those emotions. When you portray emotions, what can you do? You can use the posture. When you push your chest up, is the hope, but you put it down, it's a little bit hopeless and desperation. You can use the tone of voice, sadness, anger, something like that. And the eye, when you look up, it is hopeful. But when you look down, it's sadness and desperation. And breath as well. When you hold your breath, that's desperation. When you finally breathe out, that's relief. So all of those kind of techniques on your body you can use to show emotion as well. And I did not see that today. So all in all, Tia's speech today was an excellent portray of how she used the techniques learned from Toastmasters. But to make it a movie, you need to link the story together and to portray emotions in various ways using your body. And back to you, Hương Lee.
Wow, what an evaluation. At the beginning, Toastmaster Daniel shared that it's challenging for him because he needs to evaluate 20-minute speech. But today I believe that he did like over expected from an evaluation. Lovely. So constructive, so meaningful, so insightful sharing. I learned so much and I myself cannot be like him if I'm in his position. I just say it's amazing. All right, thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. So now we will move to the last evaluator today, the evaluator for Toastmaster Huyền Nhi. Now I would love to invite on the stage Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗍. Welcome to the stage, 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗍.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Huyền Nhi, for completing her speech. Here are some points that I love from her speech. The speech had 3 parts. Clearly, delivered hosted information about changes of provinces in Vietnam. She introduced the opening speech very well to share everyone the decision she wants to talk about the changes of Vietnam provinces in Vietnam. She has some repetition words very interesting to emphasize more for the events that she told. For example, we may need to work differently. We may have more now responsibilities or a chance to do better, a chance to grow, a chance to rise together, and some words call to actions. For example, let's be united, be active. And she already delivered very well a strong message. Vietnam's changes is not only a change on the map, it's a call for all of us to grow, to adapt, and to build the future together. She already gave us a clear image for Vietnam in the future by telling what may happen and affect in the future. For example, everyone is affected, everyone has a role. Changes bring both uncertainty and opportunity. And some things that she can do better for next speech are her voice needs to be stronger, sometimes needs to be up and sometimes needs to be down. So to give more interesting for listeners, and she needs to look at directly to the screen, adjust the screen at the middle of the camera, because I see she sometimes look at on the ceiling, and if possible, she try to stand up to talk, to give everyone more energy about her story, and try to tell the story more interesting to provinces more exciting. For example, she can use her voice to inspire everyone, and she needs to use more body languages to for her presentation, so that it will support a lot for her presentation. So here and that is for my evaluation for her speech. And back to Theody.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tuple, for very constructive feedback and lovely sharing. I myself learned a lot from Tree's evaluator today, and I believe you guys too. So now I would love all of you, please give a lot of heart, life on the screen to all the evaluator today. You know that in order to be an evaluator, it's not an easy job. But 3 evaluator today take so wonderful, and I'm so appreciate their time and their efforts. So give them a lot of heart. Okay, so now welcome on the stage Tamer to report the time of 3 evaluator today. Welcome Toastmaster Nguyễn. Welcome Toastmaster Nguyễn. Toastmaster, I know he like the internet connection have some problem. Right, let's check the message. Okay, the timer did report the time in the chat box already. So now let's take a minute to vote for your favorite evaluator today. Your vote is really precious to us because it helps us decide who win the heart of all the audience today. Okay, now let's voting. Okay, so now let's move to the next section. That is a report sections. I would love to invite on the stage our counter Toastmaster Thanh Vân to share the report. Welcome, Toastmaster Thanh Vân.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I give my report for each person. Maria 13 and 18 30 and 18 are 5 and Tiến Nguyễn 6 10 are Hưởng Nguyễn 21 8 are 5 years 8 and Bảo Trân 5 6 are 3 and Raven 2 Khiêm Phạm 3 Usari 8 12 repeated how to time and 5 time what 2 time dimension 2 Khiêm Phạm 8 and 2 Nguyệt Ánh 8 and 2 Hương Ly 5 and 2 Thiết Vũ 5 and 3 Trúc Lê 6 and 8 Huyền Nhi is queen of filler word 39 and 21 repeated some people 2 times we are 2 times some big 2 times. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, Toastmaster Taiwan is truly the master of this role. I can't believe that she is really pay fully attention to each and every speaker. And I see that on the screen, like some face look like, like we not believe that we can make a lot of few words like that. Thank you, Toastmaster Taiwan, for a great reminder for us. Like we make a lot of mistakes and we have a lot of room for improvement. Thank you, Chị Thanh Vân. So appreciate your efforts. You really master of this role. So appreciate your sharing. So now let's move to the next report. That is a report from General Evaluator. Welcome to the stage, Toastmaster David Thân. Welcome to you.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what do you think about how's the meeting tonight? Excellent, great. I believe tonight's meeting is excellent. Where, when it comes to the end of the term, we know everything comes to an end. However, the role players did a very good job and everything went through smoothly despite a few challenges ahead in doing the meeting went through smoothly. First of all, I would like to give my feedback on tonight's meeting. But first, before the meeting began, that what is the very important thing, the meeting agenda. I say that the meeting agenda, I would say that hopefully this meeting agenda will be better. I believe when the meeting, as the general evaluator, I believe that I see when I look at the meeting agenda, there are many improvements that can be done to make sure that the meeting goes through smoothly because we are already over time. Most important is the timing, the role players, every role player's time. For example, maybe opening speech, for example, opening speech, our Madam President, Toastmaster Term Maria already left. However, I believe that opening speech, it can be 5 minutes. Key role holders, the general evaluator, 2 minutes, because we are just going to introduce the role. Timer can be 1 minute. All right, I'll go through each role player because I only have 8 minutes given. Therefore, I'll straight go to the point. For timer tonight, Toastmaster Tian, our member who just recently came back after a long hiatus, after a long time away. Toastmaster Tian did a good job as a timer. He mentioned all the timing rules. Oh, Toastmaster Term is still here. Toastmaster Tian mentioned all the timing rules of each session, the table topics, the prepared speeches, and also he noted if there are any special features that the time is different from the 5 to 7 minutes, and also the evaluation. I believe that in the for the timer, it is best to present your report, not just on the chat box. For example, tonight's meeting, Toastmaster Tendo, 10 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Kianfang, 3 minutes and 35 seconds. It's good to put on the mention. I believe it's best that you read because you are to present your timer's report. So present it, not just on the chat box, present it. So for any timer, please present your timing report. That's your only chance to speak. It's normally 1 minute, less than 30 seconds. Moving on, R counter Toastmaster Tanven. She did a good job noting down all the R's, the pause fillers, and the repeated words. She did a very good job listening carefully to all of the touches and also the pause fillers. Well done to you, Toastmaster Tanven. Grammarian, however, because of a special session, there was no grammarian. Therefore, I will say to any prepared speech speakers whose speech are very long, for example, tonight's speech that takes more than 20 minutes, please make sure that try to avoid last minute plans because it may we want to support our members from our own, not just from our own clubs. We also like to support other members from a Toastmasters club. Normally, priority goes to our own members first before we invite the rest. So sometimes we need to encourage our members to do their speeches and don't wait until the last minute. So this is my advice if anyone has a special speech, because I found out that the grammarian's role was taken away because of time constraints. And we need the word of the day. And also the word of the day, I believe the word of the day is very important, because as a grammarian, the word of the day is there to encourage members to use the word in their speeches. Evaluators went, all the speakers went through smoothly. The speech sessions went through smoothly. All the evaluation sessions also went through smoothly. Some of the comments is the table topic evaluator. Yeah, normally table topics, I believe maybe you need more time. However, it's based on my own experience, 5 minutes is more than enough. We can try in the next meeting, 5 minutes, more than enough. Then the timing report and voting, actually you can remove timing report. And I suggest that, and the welding done is the voting was done in each session. Some clubs, they made their voting sessions after everything done. So it may cause members and guests to make their decisions, may not remember what they did. So in our club, we did a very good job. Voting session and after every session is completed. So remember to note for the our next Vice President Education. Make sure you note down to some of the things that we need to improve, especially the meeting agenda. So the meeting agenda is very important, because if you want to invite more guests, that is one of the most important thing. The guests would like to see what does this meeting running through and everything. With extra thing, timer. For the timer, if we can use our own, can cover your webcam nowadays. Our own laptops, we can cover our laptop. We can cover camera. The camera is on, however, they won't see our image. So we can try to use this so that the speaker can be focused on just the virtual background. Overall, tonight's meeting was well done. I believe everyone enjoyed the meeting, and also lots of things to improve. And this ends the final meeting of this term. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone who attended tonight's meeting, and to all the guests too. Thank you for coming. See, we have a potential guest. We have a potential guest incoming to become our member. This is where, when we do our very best in the meeting, I'm sure they will come again, and who knows, they will be our members in the future. That's how new members come to become Toastmasters. That's all for me. Back to you. And remember one thing, those short forms, try to speak it in a full term. Toastmasters of the day, Vice President Education. It depends. But most important, please read it full. Thank you very much, and back to you, Madam Toastmasters of the day.
Wow. Oh, it's lovely. It's wonderful. All of the key role holder today actually surprised me with a new perspective of sharing. From Toastmaster Davidson, I see that we have a lot to improve. We have a lot of room for improvement. But the feedback have us grow, and grow is the things we all looking forward every time we join the meeting. All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster David, for your insightful sharing. So appreciate that. So appreciate sharing. Thank you. So now we move to the moment of truth. And now I would love to invite on the stage once again, the powerful person who will give you the certificate for the winners today. Welcome on the stage one more time, Toastmaster General Evaluator Davidson.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmasters of the day. it is an honor to present the prize, giving the awards to the best table topic speaker, best project speech speaker, and best evaluator, as our Madam President has to leave early. Without further ado, let us move on to the awards. Who will be the best table topic speaker? The award goes to, drum roll please, Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran, my
Thank you,
fellow
sir.
Malaysian.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I
Picture.
appreciate it.
Okay, the Zoom master. Okay, and ACI, we always remember to say this. The Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran can
Inspire.
inspire.
You all are so inspiring.
Yeah, I want to take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much to our VPE. Congratulations once again to Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran. Next, the best project speech speaker goes to drum roll please. Oh, double winner! Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran once again. Wow, strike twice.
Thank you.
The best speech speaker. Congratulations. Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran can
Inspire.
Why so quiet?
Okay, take the picture again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Back to you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again, Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran. And finally, not finally, the next award, the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲. The winner's fellow evaluator. Wow, all the way from English Teachers Toastmasters Club, all the way from the USA. Wow.
I went over 335. So
Wow, the
I
spirit.
think 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗍 is more qualified, please.
Oh, therefore, congratulations, and therefore, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗱 can inspire.
Okay, don't worry. I want to take a picture. 1. Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗱𝗲, where are you?
Oh,
Yeah, he's right. So it's up to Phương Đỗ. Only
yes.
𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗱𝗲 is qualified. So
Yeah, sorry, I didn't check. I only know that
Oh
detail. Daniel, wait
no.
me some minutes for
Oh
fix
no.
my phone.
Thank you.
Oh,
Be honest.
Toastmaster So we have to make another
Okay.
certificate. We have to make another certificate for Toastmaster as she qualified. She's the only winner tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So normally in the rules, if there's only one winner and the rest disqualified, so it's bad. However, in ACI, in our club, we still acknowledge that. So thank you, Toastmaster 𝗟𝗲𝗱𝗲𝗱𝗲 for acknowledging and not acknowledging the mistake just now. And Toastmaster congratulations, you are the only one that qualified, and therefore you are the best evaluator for tonight. So Toastmaster can inspire. Too bad. That means there's a pair. We have a pair of winners and a pair of disqualifications. Sorry, no bad feelings. Just a joke. Tonight's in this thing is very interesting.
Hello,
Is
Toastmaster.
there there's no vote for best role player. Therefore, this end for the award session.
I'm sorry, I want to take a picture to play. Where are you?
Who?
I can see you.
Where am I?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see me.
Okay,
Can you
okay.
see me?
Yeah, yeah.
1,
That's Master
2, 3. Okay, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Hung-Wei. Thank you, everyone.
So that's all for the awards and no award for rest role player. No, no voting. Then you vote for best role player? No. Okay, that's all for tonight, and thank you very much for the awards. So congratulations once again to all the winners. And let's see, I'm luckily the R counter won't record this. It's a habit already. Thank you very much to everyone for tonight. I'll give my final speech since so actually the best thing is I would like to hand over the this final slot to our incoming club president. Where is our who is our incoming club president? She's none other than I have to address her as Madam President from now on. And she will get used to it. I would like to call upon I would like to call upon Toastmaster Feng to give her final concluding speech, and back to you. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator today for support us a lot to do many tasks before the meeting, during the meeting, and some of them after the meeting. Thank you all of you here today for making this meeting unforgettable and memorable. Because we are growing, we are practicing to grow. So maybe today we have some I think something not need to be improved for the next meeting. Thank you so much for being here and have great ahead. Thank you, and see you in the next meeting of ACI Toastmaster at July the 6th. Yeah. Thank you and bye bye.
Thank you,
Stay short,
everybody.
say.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Can I have a short say?
Yes, Toastmaster Qian-Fa.
All right. The Toastmaster journey is about growing yourself first. The next thing is you grow other. That's about leadership. Grow other is your destination, because if you want to make your company stronger, better, you have to grow other. Protect your brand. You know what to protect your brand? Because it speaks a lot about who you are. In Vietnam nowadays, they have a lot of fake things, fake here, fake there, fake medicine. It's the fake things doesn't help the country, doesn't help the people, doesn't help the country as a whole. So protect your brand is essential to your business. I know you. Ví dụ như I know Hương Lee. She devote her time for other. I know Hương Nguyen. I know David Tan. You grow yourself and you grow other. Protect your brand. Let people how you can serve them. If you're in business, you serve them. That's very important. You serve them with your actions, with your thought, with your integrity. That's why the U.S. company lasts for 100 years, because they consistent giving value to other. Đúng không chị Thiết? Consistently giving value to other. Let people know who you are. Let people know your brand. Let people know that you serve them. Then you can strengthen your organization. Well, you have a good night, everyone, and I appreciate your time. Appreciate it. Don't go long.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Qian-Fa.
Very
One more thing.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Try not to use 主 I heard I didn't say that. Try not to use other languages because we are using 100% English. So yeah, try to make a new habit or not using. I said 主 it's a respect. However, I know. However, because it's an English meeting, try to mention Toastmaster, Game Farm. Yeah. Well, I know your habit say 主 farm or what. Yeah, no, but this is we are speaking English 100%. Therefore, we try not to mix up other languages in one sentence or anything. well done to all of you. Toastmaster Tiet, that's a nice speech. However, you went over time. Oh. Yes, you have shown the
Okay,
bicycle
another thing
picture.
is, doesn't matter how much you say, but you have the audience listening to your messages. Your speech is long, it's wonderful, you compose, but who's listening? Prepare your speech to keywords that people can remember, such as chị Phương Đỗ may nói về smile. She composed all her evaluation in the smile words. I love your chị Thiết yesterday about art. ART speech is wonderful because those are wrapped around your messages. So when you speak, remember that someone or audience is listening. Will you change the audience with your messages? Will you change their thought with your messages? We are communicators. What does communicator means to you? You have message so other will listen. That's very important. Okay, it's late. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
See
Yeah, all
you.
the best to our new term. Yeah.